Hello there and welcome on into another unboxing video here on ZapFeed. Now today we are unboxing the Inateck AceTouch iPad Air keyboard. Now the story with this is that Inateck actually reached out to me after they saw our unboxing, review and short form content of one of their other keyboard cases for the iPad, and they said they loved it so much, would we like to have one of their brand new models, the AceTouch? So I said, absolutely, we'll have a look at that most certainly. So here it is, we have it on the desk. This is the new model of the AceTech, or the Inateck AceTouch keyboard, and it's supposedly a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner, and even wider trackpad. So I actually do have my iPad with my old Inateck keyboard here, and of course the case itself, so they attach. And honestly, it's been excellent. I've had it for a good few months. I bought it with my own money, as we spoke about in that review and unboxing, and couldn't be happier with it. But maybe this is better. This is supposed to be a little bit thinner, a little bit lighter, and could potentially be the one that I start using from now on. I remember in that unboxing, actually, and in that review, I think it was more so, I said that it does actually make your iPad a little bit chunky, right? Adds a little bit of bulk to your iPad. This one is supposed to be thinner, lighter, more sleek. So maybe that solves that problem, I suppose, that we were having with the other one. So let's take a little look. As I actually noticed with the other unboxing as well, with the previous Inateck keyboard, very, very Apple-like box. You know, very sleek design, obviously the white on it as well. Very, very minimalistic, which is what we like to see. I'll pop that right there. And, oh, maybe I won't. Will I? Yes. And again, enhance your digital life. They love enhancing digital lives at Inateck. It's great to see. I did feel very enhanced after using my previous case. So, as per, you get greeted with the iPad Air case itself. Very much front and center. So let's open it up right here and see how it compares, how it looks, how it feels compared to the other iPad Air case that I had before. There's nothing left in that box, I don't think, actually. Maybe I should have a look up below. Nope, nothing in there. Nothing left there. So let's reveal the keyboard case itself, and wow, yeah, okay. Okay, very similar look, very similar design, but also different in certain ways as well. So it comes with this sort of foam in the middle, polystyrene, more foam, I'd say, in the middle. So that protects it, which is very useful indeed. Silica gel, I'll have that for dinner later. Inateck instruction manual for this keyboard case. It actually looks very similar to my original. I actually do have the original right here to test and compare immediately. Of course, we'll do the full review as well. But on first impressions, definitely does seem a little bit thinner, a little bit lighter, supposed to be 450 grams, which is very light indeed. Again, you've got the magnetization on it as well. Something that this one doesn't have, ooh, actually, wow, as I'm saying that, very different case stand mechanism there. Kind of pops out of the back case itself and leaves that bit exposed. Definitely for weight saving purposes. Something that I am noticing, what I was gonna say before I just discovered that, was there's no pop-in, pop-out thing that we discovered in the previous one. That one is, on this one, still has that little bit of rattle. Not sure if you can already hear it. Got that little bit of rattle in it. And that was one of the concerns, or the complaints, I guess, with the other one that I had, which is right here, was that was a little bit noisy. Now, in terms of the profile, this one is definitely a little bit slimmer. Let's see if we can see it. Obviously the iPad's not in it yet, but you know, that's obviously the footprint of it. Does seem like it's gonna be a little bit thinner. So let's get it out of this one, which has been excellent for me, I'll be honest. This has been top quality. No real reason to upgrade, but why not? They sent it out. Take it out of this one. There we go. Put that there. And the pop-in, pop-out device. Which is really weird to have my iPad out like this, because I haven't had it out like this for ages, because it literally genuinely stayed on that case the entire time. I actually used it every day. So let's pop this iPad in there, see where we're at here. So I guess you need to do it this way. Pop it in. Don't need Siri. And it fits like a glove, as you'd expect. So now let's see how this case feels. Okay, all right. Definitely a lot thinner, right. Immediately thinner, lighter, less bulky, more portable. Hold it, easier. That's definitely noticeable. Of course, no rattle, because The pop in, pop out is not there. Pop in, pop out will be popped on the side. The back definitely has that same sort of feeling to it, and it's a little bit of a different sort of feel to it. Now, I think my first impressions of this product, very, very solid, but different. This one has a more soft plastic all over the top. You can sort of see it. I mean, this is something that I mentioned when I first unboxed this. I was like, wow, it feels so nice. This one has that feeling in the middle. On the outsides, it is more of a, what is it, plastic? Harder plastic feeling. Probably for weight, probably for thinness, because you can see it sort of tapers off on the edges here. You can sort of see that's where it gets a little bit thinner. So for portability, this is definitely better. And you can see on the front as well, it also has that same sort of feel. Maybe not quite as thick as this, I don't know. Maybe because it's new, it's different. I don't know, but it definitely feels slightly different, but not in a bad way. It's just a slightly different feeling. Okay. I like it. I'm liking it so far. Also, fun fact about our other review, I didn't realize until I watched it back afterwards that there is actually a plastic piece here. So if you go back and watch that review or that unboxing, I do the entire review, even the review B-roll, with the plastic on the magnetized thing on. So there's me talking about how it doesn't quite connect magnetically that well, even on this one as well, I'm pretty sure. And it's because I got plastic in the way. So completely missed the mark on that one, but this time we're not going to make that same mistake. It also comes with, of course, the charging cable, as it correctly identifies on the top. USB-C. Was the other one USB-C? Yes, it was. USB-C to USB-A. Cable, really nice feeling cable. Again, not of the highest, or the longest length, I should say. Looks like about, yeah, probably maybe 75 centimeters in length, not quite a meter. Maybe it is a meter. How long is a meter? No, I'd say maybe it is a meter, maybe just under a meter for this cable. So again, just a solid standard cable, nothing to really talk about there. Something else I'm noticing, difference-wise, I think this is actually better on the new version, is the hinge. The hinge on this is that sort of plastic, very much the same as the whole case. It's got that sort of covering of sort of rubbery, plasticky type feel. This one, really nice touch actually. It almost feels like a bit of a fabric, and it's actually got the sort of covering on the outside. But on the inside, that feels like a sort of fabric, really soft material, which is absolutely delightful. When it connects up like that, feels really, really solid. Keyboard's not going anywhere. Almost feels like the magnets are stronger. Saying that, can't wiggle it around too much, but who's going to do that? So that's good. And then you open this up on the back, and this is what I was saying about earlier. Actually a different sort of feeling and a different mechanism to the previous one. Still looks, feels, seems really solid. This keyboard, again, difference in the other one. Let's put them side by side. This one definitely has bigger keys, and I think the new version will be easier to type on. This one wasn't difficult to type on. However, I think if you do have larger fingers or or you want that sort of bigger keys, which I think I probably prefer, you know, then the new version of the AceTouch will be for you. So there are pros and cons, I think, to both. Bigger trackpad on this one, as you can quite clearly see. Old, new. This one's quite a small trackpad. Wasn't really a problem. To be honest, I didn't use the trackpad that much when I was doing my work and stuff on it. I often just touched on the screen, just felt like a little bit more straightforward. But for the people that do use a trackpad, this is bigger, so, you know, better. I do feel like the feeling of the keys on the older, I don't know if it's actually the older model, it's just the one I got first. These keys feel more smooth. These are a bit more rough. These are a bit more, you can feel the plastic on this. This one just feels like they roll off. Pros and cons to that. Pros of this, the feeling on your fingers is slightly better. This one has a bit more, maybe it's because this one's just worn down a little bit, but this one does have that more plastic feel on the keys themselves, whereas this one just feels more smooth. Pros of that, feels a slight bit nicer, but also I feel like you're likely to slip off a little bit more with this one versus this one. Again, keys smaller on this one if you like that feel. Are you missing anything on this one that you're not getting on that one? It doesn't look like, actually. It feels like, it just seems like you get everything. But it's more condensed in. This one's got a bit more space maybe in between the keys. You can sort of see it here with the arrow keys. It's got up, down, left, and right. And each one has got its own sort of section. Up, down keys, very similar. left and right much bigger on this new one, which kind of makes sense because it's sort of using up that space that is right there. But each key does seem like it's bigger. You can see the escape key much larger on the newer model. Even this key right here, I don't even know what that key is, but if you want to use it, is it just tab? No, tab's there. If you want to use it, then it's you know, much larger and much easier to connect with. I think each of the letter keys are about the same size, but the number keys are about the same size. The letter keys are significantly bigger on the new model. But overall, this is looking really nice. On-off switch, of course, you need to get the charging going, Bluetooth connection, and I believe it's backlit as well. So that's always quite useful to have. And I really like this new keyboard, man. I really like this new keyboard case. I think this is the perfect option. It seems like, we'll obviously do the full review. It seems like the perfect option if you do want to just shave those extra few grams off to aid with traveling. Of course, you know, every gram counts when you're traveling and making sure you can make the most out of your luggage weight capacity, but also the walking around aspect of it, thinness, lightness, portability, a little bit better on the AceTouch keyboard versus the other one. I actually don't even know what this model's called. I've just been calling it the other one or the older one for this entire unboxing, but still a very formidable quality product as well. Definitely a different sort of hinge on the back as well. This is something that I touched on a little bit earlier. So you can sort of see the hinge actually exposes the iPad's back right there, which actually kind of looks cool. I feel like that looks cool. The other one, obviously imagine the iPad's in it. When you open it, there is protection. So you could see that as protection, you could see it as lightness, you could see it as maybe airflow if you're gaming. I'm not too sure how that could work. I don't know if that would actually, I suppose it would aid in cooling if you have it open like that. Not an expert in cooling, but I think that would definitely be better for that. But two options. Do you want it open? Do you want it closed? This one has more bulk, this one's thinner, but a different sort of feel to it as well. And actually, I kind of like the look of this one as well. The new one on the right, old one on the left. This one looks like a, I don't know, this one looks like something you'd get in some sort of sci-fi movie, you know? And then with the keyboards attached, the new one is certainly a good bit thinner. And let's compare them now. You can see the thinness. Obviously this one would have an iPad in, so it'd be a little bit thicker. But you can sort of see the difference. It's not absolutely massive, but it definitely is noticeable. Particularly when you sort of run your hand across it, you go up, you know? It's thinner and then boom, you go up. So there's at least, I don't know, I'm not too sure, but about a couple of millimeters at least of difference. So, you know, fantastic look to the product and thinness and lightness, which makes all the difference. And I'm sure the keyboard's gonna be fantastic as well, which we will cover in that full review as well. A couple of rubber things here as well to protect against the face of the keyboard, because of course this is more plastic than rubber, this one's more of a rubber. So lots of comparisons to make, lots of things to consider, and this has been the unboxing of the Inateck AceTouch, we'll get there eventually, the Inateck AceTouch keyboard for the iPad Air. Really, really impressed with how this feels. Feels like a quality product. Really enjoyed using the old one. I'm excited to dive into the full review of this to see what I like, what I don't like maybe about this new one versus the old one, but they're both fantastic options. Both of them are from a great company, reputable company in Inateck. You honestly can't go wrong with either of these. It's just seemingly about personal preference, which I'm sure will be the premise of that full review. But if you have enjoyed this unboxing, then make sure to leave a like rating. If you haven't seen that full review as well, make sure to check that out on the channel. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future content as well. Check out this video on the screen if you haven't seen it already. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.